The term training like an athlete has been getting a lot of popularity recently on social media, and a lot of people show these really crazy exercises which look like you're actually struggling in the gym. And so in today's video, I'm going to actually teach you how to start training like an athlete in 2026 and not waste your time in the gym doing stupid exercises which are not going to get you any results.
But what the hell?
The first thing, and probably the most important thing you have to understand, is that the gym is there to help you improve your overall physical capabilities. You don't have, let's say you play football or you play basketball, not every exercise you do in the gym has to look like you're playing football or like you're playing basketball. The gym is there to improve your physical capabilities. If you want to play the sport, just go on the field, improve technically, play with the ball. But if you are in the gym, then you have to do things to improve your physical capabilities. Those capabilities are strength, power, explosiveness, agility, speed, core strength, muscle growth, things which you can actually train in the gym. If you want to improve technically, go play with the ball. Just don't do it in the gym, or don't try to combine both. There is a time and place for both, but if you are in the gym, stick to doing things related to the gym. The other thing which a lot of people get wrong is that all of them try to do those crazy exercises which you actually need a lot of preparation for, and if you haven't done those exercises before, there is a really high risk of you getting injured, because those exercises are really demanding on the body. They require a lot of skill, which you don't necessarily need. If an exercise is so hard that you have to learn how to do it 3 months before you actually start doing the exercise, chances are this exercise is not gonna be as effective as you think it might be. The other thing which a lot of athletes get wrong is they think that the gym is only a place for bodybuilders. But let me tell you something. If that was the case, every single person who would go to the gym would be a bodybuilder. They would look absolutely massive. They wouldn't be able to turn around. They wouldn't be able to put their shirts on. So let me tell you, no, you're not going to become too bulky. No, you're not going to become a bodybuilder. Just go in the gym and lift some weights. Chances are, if you even try to become a bodybuilder, and if you even try to build this much muscle, you will not be able to build this much muscle. I can guarantee you. So with everything out of the way, here are 5 things which you can start doing in 2026 in the gym to actually start seeing results in your performance. The first one is, of course, improving your strength. And when I say strength, I don't only mean being able to lift as much weight as possible. I actually mean overall strength, which is, yes, being able to lift as much weight as possible, and strength endurance, which means being able to produce maximum amounts of strength for a long period of time, which is something which a lot of athletes are simply not training. And I don't blame them, because a lot of people don't actually know how to do this. But if you learn how to improve your overall strength and strength endurance, and if you manage to learn how to do these 2 things, you are going to set yourself up for doing the second thing, which is actually improving your overall power development. And when I say power development, I mean being able to produce as much force as possible in the shortest amount of time. This is the definition of power when it comes to athletic performance and when it comes to training in the gym. The third thing, which is really, really important, is that building muscle on itself is not going to make you slower. Now you're going to say, but bro, there are a lot of bodybuilders who are extremely slow. Yes, that is true, but the reason they are slow is not because they are big or they have a lot of muscle. The reason they are slow is because they do not train their speed. They don't train their acceleration, they don't train for power, they don't train for top speed. The only thing they care about is being as strong as possible and building as much lean muscle mass as possible. If you are an athlete, this will simply not be your goals in the gym. You will train your speed on the field. You would have team training during the week. You would have games on the weekend. You would train your power in the gym. You would train your core strength. You would train agility, speed, power expression, force production, deceleration. Those are things which bodybuilders simply do not train because they do not need it. And so when they don't train it, they lose those abilities. Maybe they were faster when they were kids because they played some other sport. They played football, they played basketball, and they were a little bit faster. But now they only focus on bodybuilding and they are really good at bodybuilding. If you only focus on bodybuilding, you're going to be good at bodybuilding. If you focus on being fast, you are going to get faster. This is how it works. The fourth thing, which also correlates with the previous one, is that you need to stop training from a place of scarcity. Just because someone in another country told you that building more muscle is going to make you slower, that doesn't mean that you are going to get slower. If you do the right things, you are going to get the right results. Everything in excessive amounts can be bad for you. Even if you eat healthy, if you eat too much of one thing at the same day, you're probably gonna get fucking sick. This is also how the gym works. If you do something which doesn't help you for a long period of time, chances are you are not going to see the results that you want to see. And maybe you do the things which you need to do, but you just don't do them the right way. You are still not going to see the results you want. Everything is in the volume, everything is in the intent, and everything is in the dose. Those things really do matter. It's not just, oh, don't do bicep curls, you're gonna get slow. No, you're not gonna get slow. I do bicep curls every week. I'm not getting slower, I'm getting faster each week. So just because someone else anywhere in Africa told you that you shouldn't do bicep curls because you're gonna get slower, you get the results for what you train for. If you train to build speed and if you simultaneously train to build muscle, you're going to get better at both of those things. It doesn't work like that. And the fifth and final thing, which is also really important, is that everything is in the dosage and in the volume. A lot of people come to me and they're like, bro, I do plyometrics, but I just don't see any results. Plyometrics don't work. And then they stop doing plyometrics altogether. And then I asked them about the volumes. I asked them about the reps and sets. I asked them about the split they're following, how many times a week they're doing them. Are they doing it before or after sprinting? Are they doing them in the same day as team training? Most of them can't even answer those questions because they just do random ass shit every time. They don't have a structure. They don't know when to do the exercises which they need to do. They do them at the wrong times. They do the wrong sets and reps ratio. And overall, everything about the exercise, apart from the exercise itself, is wrong. Everything related to the exercise is wrong. Just the exercise itself can be good. Let's say, just an example. Let's take the broad jump, for example. If you do 40 broad jumps two times a day, that's 80 broad jumps a week. This is an absurd amount of volume, and I've seen people do that, and I've seen people do worse. In strength and conditioning, more doesn't always mean better. I can guarantee you that 95% of the time, more doesn't mean better. Just because you do more plyometrics, just because you go to the gym more, doesn't mean that you are gonna get better results. It's about what you do and how you do it, not about how much you do. Quality over quantity 95% of the time, and I can guarantee it. I hope you like this type of content. If you do, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment down below, and let me know what other type of videos you want me to do, what other topics you want me to cover. My cat is also there. She's really cute. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you in the next one.